It wasn't the greatest of weeks for us last week in terms of predictions and plays for UFC 305, but we did manage to hit a plus 285 inside the distance prop on Walter Walker as he submits Junior Tafa in the first round of their matchup. I was really hoping that it would at least go to the second round where Walker was going to be able to get the finish there so we could cash our long shot on plus 900, but we were about 4 seconds short of that coming to fruition, or at least being a possibility. Stuart Nickel by sub at plus 375, and Jack Jenkins round 2 at plus 230 was not able to come through as Herbert Burns survived a little bit longer than I expected him to. I wish Jenkins would have pushed the pressure a little bit more in that second round and not got involved in the grappling round, but it is what it is. He still ends up going out there, getting the finish, and we have to rip up our round 2 ticket. But we are back with another 3 best prop bets for UFC Vegas 96. Got some juicy plays that hopefully can cash for us. Just a reminder, there's obviously PFL, LFA, KSW, and Road to UFC all going down over the course of this weekend. I have a few of those cards broken down on the YouTube page. Otherwise, if you're looking for written breakdowns on the rest of those cards, you guys can check out the MMA LOTN Patreon page. Link for that in the description below. The best way to support your boy, but also or have access to these regional breakdowns I do as well. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. First prop up that I got for you guys is a juicy one here with Kong Wang round 1 KO at plus 380. You can get plus 270 on certain spots, but FanDuel is currently hanging a plus 380 number, which I think is more than worthy of a shot here. We know Leonardo is more than game to take on some of these tougher opposition, but I think she's going to struggle with the striking advantage that Wang has here. And we saw Silva get Victoria out of there in the first round. I think Wang could produce a similar result. Now, obviously, Leonardo might be able to push this into the second round, considering some of the grappling and clinching she might be looking to implement. But I think she's going to be really much behind the ball here with Wang dictating the pace, getting out of those bad positions, and then getting to her striking heavy approach. Look for her to batter Leonardo and hopefully get the finish within the first 5 minutes and cash this juicy ass prop for us at plus 380. The second best prop that I'm going to go with is Zachary Reese in round 1 at plus 105. He has a tremendous speed and athleticism advantage over Jose Medino, who doesn't even deserve to be in the UFC to begin with. And yes, he has showcased some solid durability in the past, even most recently against Magomed Gadzia Sulev on the Dana White Contender Series show. However, Gadzia Sulev is not as physical, powerful, or as fast as Reese is in the striking realm, and I think we'll see Reese replicate his finishing ways, always going out there and finishing his opponents in the first round, usually within 2 minutes or so, and I think that we'll see Reese be successful with that once again and catch that plus 105 ticket. Now, I don't like having a little bit of chalk on a prop, especially in these 3 best prop bet segments, but I feel pretty damn good about this one with Edmund Shabazian by knockout at minus 150. Similar to the Zach Reese fight, I think he's going to have a huge athleticism and speed advantage over Gerald Meerschaert, and sometimes Meerschaert's chin shows up and sometimes it doesn't. I think with the combination of the stylistic clash here, I think we'll see Edmund Shabazian land on the button early and often against Meerschaert and eventually find the finish by knockout. Again, minus 150, not a chalky spot that you often want to lay it on, especially on a prop, but considering the striking advantage and the speed advantage of Shabazian, I expect him to very much touch up Meerschaert and eventually find that finish. If this does start squeaking into the second and third rounds, maybe some round props on Meerschaert wouldn't be a bad way of hedging it, but I still think that Shabazian ends up getting the finish and it comes by knockout. Now with the long shot, there was a runner-up, which I'll throw out to you guys, but not list as my long shot here, with a Jacqueline Cavalante by TKO at plus 900. If she establishes top position the way I expected her to, she could rain down some big shots and actually get that finish here over Josiane Nunes. Plus 900 is not a bad way to go about it, especially if Cavalcante looks to take a grapple-heavy approach. She'll be the bigger and stronger woman, and she can generate enough power from that top position to cause Nunes a ton of trouble. But the long shot I'm actually going to go with officially here for you guys is going to be Tabitha Ricci by submission at plus 700 as she takes on Angela Hill. Now, I know Hill is getting more comfortable in the grappling realm with her work with Jenna Bishop over there at Alliance, but I think that Ricci is a far superior jiu-jitsu player here, obviously coming into the UFC and flexing those jiu-jitsu muscles as often as she can, but she does a good job in terms of mixing up her strikes here, and I think that will open up opportunities for her to take this fight to the ground and then and showcase that there are levels to this thing. And I think from there, Ricci could really work to a position, whether it's an armbar or a rear naked choke. I think she'll be able to find that position and get the tap here and halt the streaking run of Angela Hill. And I'm hoping it comes by submission once again at plus 700. There you guys go. 3 best prop bets for UFC 96. That's a wrap on all of the UFC content for you guys this week. And again, I kind of teased a new segment that I'll be dropping on Sundays. Tonsillitis kicked my butt and I was unable to do it this past weekend for you guys. I won't be able to do it this weekend either, but I'll be looking forward to putting something together. I'm still working out the kinks of it, but I look forward to doing that for you guys and dropping it in the very near future. So keep your eyes peeled for that. No UFC next week. There is a contender series, so look out for my breakdown on YouTube on Monday for that. There is also an LFA card, which I'll likely be doing a Lockcast bonus episode, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But then we're back at it the first week of September with the Contender Series, Octagon 60, Cage Warriors 176, Bellator San Diego, and UFC Fight Night headlined by Sean Brady and Gilbert Burns. So a ton of to look forward to in September, not to mention the Noche UFC card going down at the Sphere. But as of next week, I'm taking the most of the week off. Again, I'm going to cover Contender Series, going to cover LFA, but I'm going to breathe for a bit. This was a hard stretch over the last couple of weeks. Most recently, again, ending it off with tonsillitis and having to get out as much content as I can for you guys this week. So I appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. Good luck on all your action this weekend, folks. And I'll see you guys again on Monday for the Contender Series breakdowns. Peace.